Morning, Grace. Well, hope you guys are doing well. It is the final week, hopefully, of level 4 lockdown. We find out officially tomorrow whether or not we'll be going to level 3, level 2, or remaining at level 4 as well. We've got high hopes that we'll be coming out of level 4, but who knows? Who knows for the next couple months whether or not it'll still be in a limited level, that we might be in level 2 or level 1, and there'll still be restrictions over the place. It really is a crazy, weird time. I wouldn't say we haven't seen these type of times before. I believe, yes, it's new for us. But I mean, 100 years ago, Spanish influenza had something very similar occurring, where there was gatherings of only 10 people allowed. It was a lot like the season that we're in as well. But for us, yes, it is something completely new for us. It's so strange, right? I mean, the last 3.5 weeks that you're told to stay at home. We've heard reports of people being caught by police and being charged because they're flouting the rules of lockdown. And also, it's been a good time, just introspection. Introspection in the sense of, what do we value? What is really dear to us? What have we been missing this whole time? Do we, are there things that in life that has filled and occupied our time that it's actually not fully necessary? And now we're beginning to see that. And I've been really grateful for the last 3.5 weeks, because it's really just highlighted some potential lifestyle changes that we need to be making, that I need to be making. This last week we went through the book of Ephesians, and coming into chapter 4, it really does talk about the lifestyle of the believer. And it's so interesting, because if we compare that to what the angel of the Lord writes to the church of Ephesus, the Ephesian church, it says many good things about the Ephesian church, but it says, you've lost your first love. This is what I have against you. You've lost your first love. And what does it look like to be in that constant state of absolute love with Jesus? And if we fall out of that state, my question is, are we really literal sons of God? Do we live a lifestyle that wraps itself around Jesus, or is our lifestyle catering for Jesus? Do we do things that are kind of segmented, where this time is for Jesus, I'll live my life, and then this time is for Jesus? Is it a moral Christianity that we're living? That it's good morals to have the teachings of Jesus, so we'll apply the teachings to love one another, to love our neighbor, to do all the loving things, to be socially inclusive with people, that we don't disregard anyone because of their race, or anything like that? Or is our faith and is our Christianity to be as Jesus is, to be a literal son and daughter of God? And I was so challenged this week that as we're talking in our Bible, young adults Bible study group, and we asked the question, how many of us are actually so confident, so happy with our lifestyle in its current state? And all of us just shook our head and said, actually, no. My lifestyle isn't wrapped around Jesus at this stage, at this point in time. And that's a challenge that I want to pose to you guys as well. Coming out of this lockdown season, are we going to be people that return to our first love of our Father? Or are we going to be people that return to our usual ways of how we've always done things? That's what I've been challenged this week. And I've already made some lifestyle changes that accommodate towards more of God in me. God is always around, as we know and we've been discussing. But am I aware of Him 24/7? Or is it a lifestyle that's segmented? Oh, I'm totally aware of God in church and in worship times. And then I live my life unaware of God. And then maybe I'll have like a 5-10 minute prayer evening time that I become aware of God again. See, I believe that's a lifestyle that caters towards Jesus being included, but it's not a lifestyle that is wrapped around Jesus. And I believe that we are the literal sons of God. And this time is really showing us that, are we prepped? Do we have a business continuity plan for COVID-20? All the businesses are doing it, that if this happens again, and to be honest, some churches are doing it as well, that we're going to have everything set up so that if this happens again, we'll be ready to go and we'll be ready to operate just as if we were open all the time. What is the COVID-20 plan for the church? because in COVID-19 season, we are deemed non-essential. You and I are non-essential to the world, to New Zealand. That's a fact. In COVID-20, I want things to be changed. I want us to be the most essential service to New Zealand and to the world. How does that happen? Knowing that we are literal sons of God and our lifestyle is wrapped around Jesus. That everything that flows out of us is everything that Jesus is. That we are Jesus's on this earth. That's what we're going to be heading towards for Grace Church up ahead, coming out of this lockdown period. I'm super excited. I'm super challenged, and I'm super excited. We've got great days ahead of us, Grace. I bless you. I encourage you. What does your lifestyle look like? Let's return to our first love of wrapping ourselves around Jesus, and let's live in that space. Let's live from that space. Bless you, church. We love you. We're praying for you.